Guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So I already touched on some of this, but it just clicked with me some insider news that I want to share with you regarding this because I know it's been covered, but I want to give you a different way of looking at it and why it's even bigger than what people may expect for crypto in general, but of course for Drip. So remember, Forex released this announcement regarding fiat on-ramp, and it opens the doors to so many new utilities, exciting times ahead. So many of you may not even be really aware that you're utilizing fiat on-ramps or why these are important to crypto. But I want to share with you a little story from my side. So there's an industry known as global remittance. And basically this is, especially if you're in the US, you probably never even heard of this and never had to deal with this. But a large amount of people in other countries, developing countries especially, go work somewhere else and then they send that money back to their home country. So for example, when I was in the military, I was in Iraq. There was a bunch of Pakistani guys and Filipinos especially, and these guys were doing the manual labor on the military installation, meaning they were at the chow hall cooking the food, they were filling sandbags, they were digging trenches, they were doing all this manual labor work, and they would get paid in Iraq in US dollars, but they had to somehow get that back to their families in Pakistan or their families in Philippines, for example. And that industry is known as global remittance. And the primary way that they use that is with like Western Union or, what's the other one? I can't think of it right now. Drawing a blank. But there's two big ones. And it is huge, the amount of fees that you pay. So I'm going to show you guys an example because I had to do this to myself because, you know, I live here in Cambodia, but I got to sometimes get money from Cambodia to the United States or from the United States to myself. Luckily, I don't have to use Western Union, and I'm going to show you the solution, how the fiat on-ramp is bigger than just being something for Drip. So Western Union, for $300 to send this to myself, like I'm the user, it's like to and from myself. There's no other like red tape. It's basically charging me 12% of the fee. That is crazy. Like that's just for me. The remittance industry in and of itself is $700 billion in 2020. These are fees. This is what people are paying to send money, right? And it's expected to be 1.2 trillion. This is literally the middleman, the centralized finance, just taking your money, in addition to them, you know, making this take forever to get there. Like this would be money in minutes, 04 days, minutes, or whatever, but sometimes even when it gets there, they don't give it to you because your ID card doesn't match the name, you spelled it wrong, or had your last name first, like all sorts of crap. So the money's not even your money when you do this. It literally belongs to those centralized organizations, in addition to them raking you across the coals and taking billions every year. So it's going to grow to $1.2 trillion by 2030. So this is just literally people working hard in another country and trying to send that money back, and they're just getting screwed out of 10 to 15% every transaction. So that's money that can literally come into DeFi or crypto in general and be cheaper for these people. So I put up this chart to show you guys what I just recently went through. So this is what I have to do to send money to myself from Cambodia. So this is one way that I would have to do it. From Cambodia to the US, this is the two banks. And luckily, Cambodia is using US dollars, so there's no conversions or currency conversion. That would take 7 to 10 business days and $35 wire transfer. So it's still the same as Western Union, $300. But they use it based on like a tier. So once I get over like 1,000 or something like that, it's cheaper or something ridiculous. But still, luckily, I don't have to use that. Here's another thing I had to do. Recently, I was getting money from one of my accounts, and I didn't have it set up to where it could do direct ACH transfer. So I had to go through my PayPal account. And same price, and it takes 5 to 7 days. These are both of them, all these are my accounts, and this is US to US, 5 to 7 days, but it's free, so that's not bad, right? That's pretty cool. But here is how global remittance, how the fiat on-ramp will work with Drip. Basically, somebody's able to buy in their debit credit card, buy Drip, and then they can send that directly to someone on the other side with a fiat on-ramp, and that Drip can be converted into cash. Now, I don't know how long this will take, but spoiler, I did the same thing through 2 centralized versions, and I'm going to show you how cheap that was and how quickly that went. So I did this instead of this, and it cost me $12. So I went from my Cambodian account through Binance. So luckily I have Binance here in Cambodia. And then from Binance, I sent it straight to Coinbase, which had to go to the ERC20 network, and then straight to my US bank account. Literally, I had it in my account in the US in 30 minutes. Now this sucks because these are centralized organizations, and like I said, you don't own your money from either one of these. But the fact that that took $12 and 30 minutes is a huge discount compared to what they would charge me with the traditional model, or what I would be charged with, like I showed you guys, with Western Union, right? So literally, Western Union, I could probably get in the same amount of time in theory, but I'm going to pay 3 times the price. So this is pretty cheap, and this is primarily made up with from the exchange, getting out of the exchange. They charge you a fee, and transferring across from Binance to the ERC20 network is a big fee because you're going to ERC20. So the bulk of it wasn't actually coming in and out of the banks. So imagine what that can do, again, with a fiat on-ramp for Drip. So any of my viewers, you guys who are in different countries, I know we've seen Drip is in Africa, and there's a Philippine guy in my channel and all that. So maybe you guys are living abroad, traveling, living off of Drip, but you want to send, Drip back to your family members. And with this coming as a fiat on and off ramp, not only through Drip, but just through crypto in general, this is huge. So I just showed you that it's going to be a $1 trillion industry in 8 years. And all of these on-ramps are just going to be phenomenal in regards to what it's going to do for massive user adoption, because you minimize the friction here. And the way Forex mentioned this may not require KYC on either end if it's less than $2,000. $2,000 is huge. I told you 60% of the population makes less than $10 a day. That's $300 a month. So this can literally help the entire global population for the most part, when you're talking about the ones that are impoverished. And anyone who is able to make money, or like my goal to actually empower the impoverished, I can help them get this fiat on and off ramp where they can use this here in Cambodia or whatever other country, like the charity work and stuff that people are doing. So this is insane. This can really be groundbreaking. Again, not just Drip putting it on its website, but literally all other decentralized fiat on and off ramps that don't have to utilize KYC, get rid of these middlemen that are technically just taking your money and controlling your money and getting that directly to you. Granted, if you're on the other side at a bank, it's still in the bank, but eventually, there comes a time when you can literally transact and trade in crypto and you don't need that. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys because I think that's phenomenal, where we're going with that and the use case for it. So just that one industry alone, getting fiat on and off ramps makes that industry obsolete. Just crypto alone does that for a $1 trillion industry. We are currently sitting at less than a $1 trillion market cap in the entire global crypto space. So this one service that's being utilized is currently bigger. Well, will be bigger. Obviously by 2030 it'll be bigger than that. But it's just insane what's available right now and how crypto is literally going to change the game. So it's $700 billion in 2020, and it probably is sitting close to 800 billion or something right now, I'd imagine. So yeah, huge guys, huge. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the scavenger hunt, donate to the treasury wallet, and don't forget the no sell August. All right, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you guys.